Hey, what's up everybody? 3D Theory here. This is a rough one. I spent 2 days printing this full-size airless basketball with PLA-HR, and just when I thought I had my own custom game ball, snap. It broke apart the first time I tried to bounce it. And yeah, my soul left my body. But instead of giving up, I started thinking, what if I can fix it MacGyver style? So today, I'm gonna try a totally weird experiment. Can I use a hot glue gun and some more PLA-HR to actually weld this ball back together? Will it work? Will it melt into a weird pancake? I honestly have no idea. But if you had a $60 print break, you know the struggle. So let's try to save this ball together. But let me show you how we even got here, because it wasn't just any print. It was a total roller coaster. And just to be clear, this broke because it was my fault. I should have been more careful. So here's how the saga started. Things looked good at the start. I had the file, I had the fancy filament, the printer was rolling on the top shelf of the DeWalt rack, right behind me over here. On that one right there, everything was smooth. Then the vibrations hit. Wow, this thing is looking so good. So what I didn't realize was just how much this thing was gonna shake. My printer was trying to do its best impression of a washing machine on spin cycle. And every time it did that, the filament spool on the top began to unravel, like a cat pulling at a roll of toilet paper. And this didn't just happen once, this happened multiple times. Here, check this out. All right, only 14 hours and 31 minutes, but the spool is coming undone. And that's because this thing keeps shaking, as you can see. So it unwound the spool. Of course, the one time I decided to leave for lunch with family, I come back to this. Yep, I've been needing to keep an eye on it because the vibrations are making they go all over the place, so I gotta fix this really quick. Absolute spaghetti cluster. Filament all tangled near the PTFE tube. The printer didn't make any sad noises or anything like that. It still seemed like it was printing just fine, but I think I got back too little, too late. I managed to save it, but not without scars. The printer had a spot where it under extruded, like it was just barely hanging on. Here, let me show you. And there is where the filament got a little bit jammed, wasn't feeding properly. The line that you see going across this way. Hopefully it's all good. At this point, I'm basically on edge, crossing my fingers it would finish it all. But somehow, by some 3D printing miracle, it finished. I didn't film the removal because honestly, I was just so relieved that I was able to get it off the print bed without it breaking. But of course, the real heartbreak was yet to come. First bounce, instant break. I don't have the break on camera, but I can tell you, the moment I bounced it, it just flew apart. Instant sadness. So now I'm left with two halves of an airless basketball and with a burning desire for revenge. I mean repair. So let's talk about heartbreak. This isn't just my problem. I've seen a bunch of reviews and posts online where other folks had their PLA-HR prints break too. And this stuff is expensive. If I can find a fix and save you guys from the same pain, I will. My plan? Print a glue stick out of PLA-HR. Basically just a cylinder the size of a regular hot glue stick so I can feed it into my glue gun. Is this genius or is it gonna end in the same result? Either way, it'll be fun to find out. All right guys, before I get this mad science experiment underway, I wanna show you how it bounces without the top half. Here we go. It bounces really, really nice. I mean, I kid you not, this bounces so smoothly and I enjoy it so much. Now I can only imagine once this thing is fully finished. All right guys, time to load my custom PLA-HR glue stick into the glue gun. And real talk, I have no idea if my glue gun's gonna forgive me for this, but hey, anything for science. All right guys, let me show you my setup over here. I just have the hot glue gun, little silicone mat, got my PLA-HR loaded in there that I 3D printed myself. It's about 8 grams. Got my big half, the supports that came with it so I can have somewhere to put my ball as well as the other half. But what I'm gonna do is quickly spread in like a zigzag fashion as fast as I can around the ball, grab the top, pop it on as fast as I can, and hopefully it'll weld together. But like I said, it's a theory. We'll just have to see. All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna quickly spread the melted PLA-HR along the broken edge, then mash the two halves together and hope it fuses. I probably have about 5 seconds before this stuff hardens, so it's go time. All right guys, here we go. All right, it's on. All right guys, so I'm just letting it cool for a sec and we'll see if it actually holds or not. Well, knowing me, I forgot to press record. It bounced a few times, but then it broke. But I do have plan B. So the tail end of that glue gun had a little bit of glue in it. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking out the majority of that glue, as you can see, kind of like the clear stuff on there. I'm just going in and pulling out some of that glue and we'll jump over to plan B. All right, guys, meet plan B. I got a camper stove and a skillet. We're gonna pop this on there, get it to heat up as much as it can. Then we're gonna pop it on to the basketball and hopefully it fuses together. We'll have to see. And I'm still debating whether or not I should heat that one up as well, and I probably should. And folks, don't try this at home. All right, guys, so I'm in a well-ventilated area. I got my mask on. I'm gonna throw on some goggles and we'll try this mad scientist experiment out.
All right, guys, so it's currently at 342 degrees Celsius. Here goes nothing. I didn't do both halves because I wanted to be as quick as possible. But if this breaks again, we'll try both halves. I'm just gonna let it cool and we'll come on right back once it's ready.
All right, guys, it definitely held together. Moment of truth, we're gonna bounce it outside and bang it up. Here we go. It broke. There you go. So one last test remains. We'll heat up both sides and give that a try. All right, guys, so we're gonna try round 2 now. We're actually gonna heat up both sides so that they're both melted. Then we'll try putting it together. Hopefully it welds, because that's usually how PLA welds. It's just a theory. We'll give it a shot. And remember, guys, don't try this at home. All right, we're up to 242 degrees Celsius, 269. I'm gonna get my mask on as well as my goggles.
All right, guys, pretty hot. I'm gonna give it a shot. Here we go. It kind of got melted pretty far down there, if you could see the edge. But we'll see. I'll see you guys when this thing cools down.
All right, guys, moment of truth. It does kind of look oblong now, or like kind of flattened, more like an oval, but let's see if it bounces. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Here's the place where it welded together. Looks good. Now for the side. So far, so good. That was right on where I welded. I'll tell you what, it worked. Should I do it really hard? Here we go. All right, guys, looks like we found a method of repairing this. My technique can be better because it is kind of oval now, but it worked. So there you have it. There's a way to fix your airless basketball. But remember, don't try this at home. But before we head back to the 3D printer room, people were asking how my mini airless basketball bounces in comparison to the regular basketball. I don't know if it's fair anymore since we repaired this one, but let's give it a shot. So here's my airless basketball. So here's a side-by-side drop test, and I'm gonna drop it where the weld is on top. Look pretty even. This feels a little more solid because I don't have that lattice structure. I don't know if that's what it's called, but a lattice structure where there's holes on the inside of the wall too, but this bounces really well. And honestly, so does my ball. This one feels just a little bit more solid though, for sure. Has a little bit of a stronger hit when it hits the floor. And this just feels airy and nice. They're both pretty good. So what did we learn? Expensive filament plus long prints equals high drama, but also some crazy experiments. Sometimes you just have to try weird things and you might end up with something that actually works, kinda. If you've ever had a wild 3D print fail, let me know your best or worst fix in the comments. Or if you have a safer, less chaotic idea for next time, I'm all ears. I hope this video gave you a little laugh and maybe a little hope if you're sitting there staring at your broken print. Thanks for sticking around for the fails, the fixes, and my not so round basketball fix. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell for more 3D printing chaos, experiments, and real results. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and joy.